Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's tutorial. And in today's tutorial, I'll be sharing with you guys how I made this off shoulder flea dress with a net on it. So if it's what you're interested in, let's get right into the video. So we're going to start by marking our shoulder to our bust point, to our under bust, to our waist length, and 1 inches for full for allowance. So we're just going to take that measurement all over again so we can have our vertical lines. If you have been following my videos, you know this is something we do on a regular basis on this channel, but I keep repeating it, for people who just come across my video. So the next thing we're going to do is to come up by 2 inches. So the aim of this is to have our chest line and also our armhole line. So that's why we're coming up by 2 inches. If you don't know how to get your chest line or your armhole line, just come up by 2 inches. So we're just going to label so we don't get confused which line is which. So on the shoulder, we're going to mark our shoulder measurement, and on the chest line we're going to mark our shoulder measurement all over again. Like I said, the chest line is the armhole line. We're just going to roll just like so, and we're going to divide our armhole line into two just like so, so we can have a perfect armhole curve. And we're going to come in by half inches, and on the chest line we're going to divide our bust measurement divided by 4 so we can connect our armhole line just like so. So the next thing we're going to do now is to mark our neck width. Our neck width is 3 inches, and our neck depth equally is 3 inches. I don't want it to be wide, and I don't want it to be too revealing. I just want it to, almost look like a turtleneck. So we're going to slant down by 1 inches on our shoulder, because our shoulder isn't straight but slant. So our basic bodice is ready. So the next thing we're going to do on our bust point, we're going to come in by our nipple to nipple divided by 2 plus half inches, and on the waistline we're still just going to take same measurement and all of that, and we'll just rule that measurement from the bust point all the way to the allowance. So on the side of our under bust, we're going to come in by 1.5 inches just like so, and the waist was still going to come in by the 1.5 inches just like so. So we're just going to rule the line, and at the center of the under bust we're going to come in by 3/4 of an inch, just like so, and just like so. And then on the waistline we're still going to come in by 3/4 of an inch. If you're of a bigger size, you can come in by 2 inches at the other side and 1 inch at the other side. So from the bust point we're going to step down by 1 inches, and we'll just make our curves just like so to get to that 1 inches step down that we actually did. If you don't have a ruler, please feel free to use your hand. It works perfectly. So now the next thing we're going to do is to um I'm coming up by just 1.5 inches, and I'm stepping down on the chest line by 1 inches. But if you do not want your boobs to be exposed, on the chest line you can come up by 1.5 by 1 inch, but I actually came up by half inch because I want a little cleavage too, but out. So we're just going to extend that line all the way up just like so, and on both sides we're just going to mark 1 inches so we can form our darts just as we did for the under bust, just as we did for the other side. So entirely you can see that our bustier curves are out already. So basically, like, this is just everything, like I'm just drafting all over, so um people don't get confused. So we're just going to take our bust measurements again plus the dart that we actually took, then our 1.5 inch sewing allowance. Then we're going to measure the waistline plus the darts equally, then plus 1.5 inch sewing allowance. Then we do the same all over, and we just roll out just like so. So now that's the yoke. I wanted This is the yoke for people who would want a detachable, like maybe a skin net, or you're using something else as your yoke. So that's the yoke. But for now, I'm not going to um cut that out. So this is it. We're just going to cut out, but we're not taking out the yolk, because I want to use the full bodice before trimming out the busty parts. So this is what I meant. I folded my um, necklace into two. So I want to actually get the net part, because that has a full part of my bodice, like from my shoulder to my half cut. So that was why I actually did not remove the bustier first, because I want to get this part. So now, because we've not actually removed that part, and when we remove it, our dart completely is out. We have a dart of 1.5 inch and 3/4 of an inch. So when we are cutting on the net, we're going to minus that part first, else the net is going to be bigger than our bustier body. What I'm actually saying is, now this drafted paper, I actually did not remove the bustier, because I want to get my shoulder to the waist. By the time I get it on the net, from the video you could see that there was a net on top of a an off shoulder gown. So this is the net. So this is why I actually did not remove the way we used to remove. I'm going to remove it, but for now, because I need this upper bodies first. So this is why you see me cutting the upper bodies first before I start removing the off shoulder part. Then I can get the other part. So this is it. So I folded the paper because I was actually removing the that part. This part I am now trimming out. I was removing it for the other side. So this is how it's looking. So we're just going to trace, out, just as we used to do all the time. We just trace this out. This is now the off shoulder busty, which the net, the transparent lace is going to be on top. So this is how you're just going to trim. This is, basically something every one of us can do. So you just equally trim on your lining too, just like so. So now for the back, we're just going to minus 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 as it works for you. So this is actually minus 9, because I wanted it to be deep. So this is it. And after I've gotten my bodies, so we're just going to come in by 2 inches, just like so. This actually will serve as a zipper allowance. So we're now going to come in from the zipper allowance. We're going to come in by 4.5 for our darts. But if you do not want to create a that, it's completely fine. But for people who want to create that, this is just how you're going to do it. Basically, how we do it on um paper. So you're just going to create your dots just like so. And it's really not a very serious back. That's why you see me not even drafting. And you take your body measurement. But please, when you're taking your measurement, take it from the zippers. Yes, take your measurements from there. So this is everything for the back, and the back completely is done. It's a straight back, it's a straight off shoulder back, and this is it. You just notch, sorry that part isn't showing. You just notch your that area so you don't get confused, and our back is ready. And just as we did for the front, we're just going to equally do that on our lining. So basically, everything is ready. So now, for people who will be wondering how to get the back, so this is just it is placing the front on top of another necklace material, and it just come in by 2 inches. I'm so sorry, that other part, the neck part isn't showing, but you're just going to step down by 1 inch, 1.5 inch, or 1 inch, because the front part is supposed to be deeper than the back part. So basically it just what I'm doing. I'm really sorry it's not showing. I'm the only one just working on this sewing and setting my videos. Sometimes can really be stressful. So on our sleeve, we're just going to cut a basic sleeve, but a long one. Like, it's a sleeve everyone can just do. Just take our measurements around, ample measurements, around arm measurements. You're just going to take that all over, and that just it's for the sleeve too. Like, it's really not something that we can not do. But for people who cannot do it, this is how it is. Like, it just as you do your basic sleeve, but a long one. That just it. So guys, for the flay, after folding your material into two, you just pick one end to the other end, just like so, to have a cone shape. I actually did it like this so I can have a long length, for my dress, without joining one end to the other, or maybe pleating at the end. Since Ankara is not very long, it's always stressful at times. So at the top part of it, so I actually use 12, but it's always advisable to know the length of your round waist measurement after you've joined your upper bodies. But I used 12 because I knew it would be okay, and I still had little pleating. So I'm sorry it's really not showing, but that's what I am doing after I marked 12. So I was just trying to use a chalk to make it more obvious. So from there, you're just going to minus your half length, and then to get the full length of your dress. So minus your half length from where I actually marked the 12. Like I said, I'm really sorry it's not showing. Sometimes it's really stressful working and still recording. Before you know it, you miss out on a lot of clips. I'm sorry about that. So from the part I marked 12, I actually placed my waist measurements, my half cut measurements, then to get the full measurements on my fleet. This is the down part of the dress you saw on the video. So I've actually gotten my mark, all the way around. And when you want to check for your flay, please, the shorter part of the wrapper, check there first to be sure that you're satisfied with the length you have there. Because if you check from the front, the longer parts, you just see at the end of the day you don't have what you want. So you can see, like, I already removed the down part. So at this point, I'm just trying to just place it together to just see if it's smooth at the end. So you can just see my flake. Don't mind as it's looking like this, like it was very long. So you're just going to take the upper part out, just like so, and that just it. And you just check if it's straight at every end. If it's not, you just give it a trim. Sometimes when you turn the back, you see that one side is shorter than the other side. So if you notice it's like that, you just trim it, and you're still open to confirm. I think at this point I saw somewhere, okay, yeah, there's a part that was a bit longer than every other part. Like, you just keep checking to make sure that everywhere is okay. So I just trimmed that part out again, and that's just how I got the long length flay. So this is just it, and basically that's just how it is. So you can see how dangling and beautiful my flea is. So this is the upper bodice after I'd joined, my bustier together, and this equally is my lining. So the next thing we're going to do is, so I'm just showing you guys like how it's looking, but this is the net part of it. This is how it's looking. So you're just going to properly arrange the nets on it, just like so, because I want to add the lining. I don't want to add the lining before adding the net, so I will not have a very rough work. So that's why you just see me taking my time to arrange the nets on it. So you're just going to arrange properly, just like so. It's really not nothing that serious. Any part that is deep, you just place it, so it won't be like when you wear it, one side is bulging out or something. So the next thing you're going to do is you're just going to fold the upper part of the net, just like so. You're just going to fold this part before putting your lining. So the end of your armhole and the end of the other armhole is going to hold on the lining. Then this other front part, you're going to take it in. I'm sorry, that was really fast. So this is how it's looking. I'm going to explain that on the other one. So this is the back. So this is the net on it, just like so. So this is the net well arranged. You're just going to fold the up parts. This is what I was actually doing in front. You're just going to release the tension around the zipper part, so the lining can pass that way. You just put your lining on top of it, and the end part of the armhole, you're stitching it with the lining too. But the neck part, and the other, curved armhole part, you're not stitching it in. So this is how it's looking. As you can see, the end part was part of the lining, and then this part that is obviously out is the part that I actually released the tension, so my lining can actually go in. I actually did it like that because the lace is already stretchy, so you can equally just trim that part out. So this is the other side of it. So I didn't want this video to be very long. I think that's why everything is just on a speed. So this is it. You're just going to trim out just like so. And you can see that you have a perfect back body. So it was actually the same thing I did for the front. Please just take your time and you can just do it. It's really not that difficult. So you're just going to put your back bodies and your front bodies together. You stitch your shoulders, you close, and you add your sleeve. Remember, there is a sleeve. And this is how it's looking after joining and adding my sleeve together. So basically that just everything, you can go and ahead and add your flea. So this is how it's looking after everything. So thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. So I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so very much. Bye for now.